Hi guys, and welcome to our WWE SummerSlam 2025 prediction video. Yes, I'm back with Callum. No Sab today, unfortunately. He's away watching the cricket. Fair enough. So it's just me and Callum today. So here we are predicting the second biggest PLE of the year, as always, SummerSlam. And now, for the first time ever, this is following WrestleMania, with it being a two-night PLE. Of course, we've known about this since they announced it last year, but here it finally is, a two-night SummerSlam, just like how WrestleMania has been the last 5, 6 years. Okay, it is the second biggest show of the year. It's in MetLife Stadium this year, which is like a WrestleMania size arena. I think they've had a few WrestleManias at MetLife Stadium, about 80,000 people. It's going to be a big two-night, probably going to be the biggest SummerSlam yet in terms of attendance and of course show size. So, yeah, Callum, are you looking forward to a two-night SummerSlam? Woo!
Yeah, I mean the two night pay-per-views are a slog here in the UK when you have to be awake until 4 in the morning and whatever each night. So it's going to be a difficult one, but commitment to the cause. Yeah, the match card looks great. There's probably only one or two matches that I really like. Ooh, everything else is hopefully going to be really decent. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Actually, yeah, they are stacking the card.
Woo! Okay, and before we start the video, of course, I know I did a little video on Hulk Hogan, the tragic passing of Hulk Hogan this week. Callum, anything you want to say before we start our prediction video?
I mean, as much of a controversial figure he was
Hmm.
personally, and his political views and his you know whatever. Forget about that for a moment, and just think about the wrestler, the guy in the 80s, in the early 90s that had all those matches with Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior and all of those different things, and really built up the WWF as it was, or maybe even before it was called the WWF. And all these different things. And the career he's had is, you can't deny the impact he's had on the business. So whatever you think about the man personally, he can't be denied his place as one of the top wrestlers in history.
Oh yeah, here, yeah, here. Okay then, well, let's start off. Let's start with SummerSlam. So yes, both nights have been arranged. So we have a card for both nights. So let's get started then. So night one. We have a singles match. Yes, we have Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross with Scarlett. So this has kind of been a trilogy, I guess. They had a match at Night of Champions, which Sami won. Then they had another match on was it Raw, which Cross won. So now this is the deciding match, I guess. Yeah, I've enjoyed it, I guess. I really like Karrion Cross. I like Sami Zayn. I know the fans really getting behind Cross, aren't they, with the "We Want Cross" chants and all that. Who wins this one? This is quite tricky. I said this for the Night of Champions match because if Sami Zayn keeps saying I'm going for a world title at some point, I want to win a world title, then you assume he's got to beat Karrion Cross well, to give him some momentum if for a world title push at some point. But then Karrion Cross has been on a bit of a roll recently, hasn't he? Especially with the fan support. So should he lose here? Oh, it's tricky. It's tricky. Oh God. Oh, I'm gonna say Karrion Cross. Well, I could regret that, but I just think a lot of fans will be a bit pissed off if they just give it to Sammy. But I'm gonna say Karrion Cross gets the win here. Oh God, I'm gonna regret that, aren't I, next weekend? Callum.
Yeah, I just don't really see where they take Karrion Cross. I mean, at the end of the day, like I see what they could do with him because obviously, but since he's come back to well, since he went through his whole losing to Jeff Hardy on his debut phase like 5, 6 years ago, whatever it was, it's just and then his release obviously, and then coming back. I don't really know where they see his future and how far they can push him. But Sami Zayn, you'd think eventually, has to be one of those guys who doesn't not win a world title or a WWE championship at some point, given his, because he is obviously very popular. And since Cross won the last one, even though it was only on a Raw, probably safe to go Sami Zayn to win the overall feud, I'd imagine.
Okie dokie. All right. One with Cross, one with Sami Zayn. Fair enough. Next up, then we have. Let's go with a singles match for the WWE Women's Championship. Yes, we have Tiffany Stratton defending her belt, going up against Jade Cargill. Woohoo! So Jade Cargill, of course, won the Queen of the Ring tournament to get this match. Um, yeah, there's been very little build for this match. I've seen a lot of people saying this is like one of the least hyped up matches for SummerSlam, and it shouldn't be. Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton. I'm sure these two are going to put on a decent match. Um, but yeah, Callum, is Tiffany retaining or is Jade winning that belt?
Jade. To be honest, look, I've enjoyed Tiffany's run as champion. You know, her cash in on the first, was it the first SmackDown of 2025 was great. She's obviously held it all the way until August, so she's had a good 8 month reign with the title. You
Like
know, beating Charlotte at WrestleMania, having some
three
decent
defenses.
defenses against Nia on SmackDown, and I think she also beat Bayley at some point as well. I mean, I don't think it's been a terrible title reign. I feel like she could have had more matches on pay per view, but
Okay.
yeah, I feel like Jade's been in WWE long enough now without a singles title that she's going to win. But of course, we all thought maybe Naomi would have cashed in Money in the Bank on her at this point, but she already did that. So it seems like we're getting a Jade win and then maybe a feud with Bianca. I don't know. So yeah, Jade wins.
Yeah, I agree. I think Jade Cargill is winning here. Yeah, like Tiffany Stratton's had the belt for quite a while now. I think her reign's been okay. She could have had more PLE defenses, but that's it. That's complete. That's not up to her. Of course, that's not her fault. But yeah, it's been fine. But yeah, I think it's time for Jade to win her first world title. Like you said, she's been on the company now for a little while. And, they obviously have big things planned for her. And yeah, it's time for Jade to win a world title, and I'm sure she'll have a semi decent reign. A lot of us thought, like you said, Naomi was going to cash in here, but no, she cashed in on Io and Rhea, which obviously we'll get to for night two. So yeah, both going with Jade Cargill to become new women's world champion, or women's champion. Yeah. Okay. Next up, then we have is a tag team match. Yes, for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Yes, we have the Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defending their belts, going up against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Woo! So this is kind of a rematch, I guess, from Evolution, from that big tag team gauntlet match, which Roxanne and Raquel retained in, but now Charlotte and Alexa have got their just one two on two, so regular tag team match rematch. Um, and I'm going to say right now, I think Charlotte and Alexa are going to win. I had Charlotte and Alexa winning for Evolution. They didn't do it, so I think they should do it here on a much bigger show. And yeah, I think the fans are definitely getting behind Charlotte and Alexa. Charlotte's getting cheered like a proper baby face. It's really weird. Like, oh God, so hearing the fans cheer Charlotte. So, and I really dig their vibe as a team. I said this for the Evolution prediction video, but yeah, um, it's the women's tag team titles. It's a nothing belt, but it's a big moment, I guess, for Charlotte and Alexa holding up a tag team belts. So yeah, Charlotte and Alexa to win the belts. Callum? Oh,
Yeah.
was it Callum?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I went with Raquel and Roxanne at Evolution because I thought their first defense together they ought to retain, and they did. But of course, now they probably could do with still retaining. But again, Charlotte and Alexa are pretty hot at the moment, and they'll obviously probably eventually break up and have a feud with each other. But I feel like a quickish, even if it is only a short tag team title run with them, would be yeah would be good. So yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm also gonna go for Alexa and Charlotte to become the new tag team champions.
Okay, yep. Charlotte and Alexa to become new tag team champions. Woohoo! Okie dokie. What's next? Let's have a little look for night one. Oh. So we have a
Is
tag
it
team.
time?
We
Oh,
have a tag team match. Yes,
oh,
we have Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul going up against Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to. I don't be like, oh, Jelly Roll, because he has looked decent in like some of the segments. Like he hit a pretty cool move on Logan Paul last night, and apparently he has been working hard in the performance center to get ready for this match. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. I actually think he'll do all right. Jelly Rolls. All the fans going, oh, Jelly Roll, what go away celebrities and all that. But is it a bit of a waste of Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton on a SummerSlam card? Yes, but I'm sure it'll be a a fun tag team
Don't
match.
forget about Logan Paul.
Again, Logan Paul, I guess. But he's not on the same level as Randy and Drew, but yeah, Logan Paul too, I guess. Um, I'll start with this one then. This one is a little tricky because you could just say Jelly Roll. Obviously, he's going to get the win with Randy, but I think Drew really needs a win. I think and Logan Paul lost at SummerSlam last year, didn't he, to LA Knight? So I think the heel team might get the win here. Maybe they and because and don't forget Drew got beat quite easily by Randy at Saturday Night Main Event, even though that, like I said, that was just a house show. But I know it's Jelly Rolls, it's a celebrity, but I just think Drew needs this win a lot more, unless Logan just gets pinned. Oh, I could be wrong here, but I'm gonna go with the heels. I'm gonna say Drew and Logan get the win here. Oh, I'm gonna regret that next weekend. I'm going with a few gambles here. This could cost me, but I'm going with Drew and Logan to get the win. Yeah, Callum.
Jelly Roll and Randy.
Ah, shit.
I mean, I feel like when does a celebrity come in, have a one-off match and lose? It's like I'm just trying to think of people who have come in and done it. People like Stephen Amell when he won his match at SummerSlam in 2015 or whatever it was, or like bringing celebrities in, giving them like a big sort of feel good moment and having them win, and then at the end of the day, Drew's on such a losing streak right now in so many ways that I was going to say, does it even matter that he loses again? It does because he's just getting like ground into the dirt basically. But I mean, it just seems unlikely in a way that they'd have celebrity Jelly Roll come in and not win and take the pin because well, I mean, I don't know if you'd maybe want to protect Randy and have him take the pin, but I just can't see it. So yeah, Jelly Roll and Randy on.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right, but I just think they just need to give Drew something. I think not another loss,
I mean,
but
I agree with you,
they
but
need to give... All right then, I'm going with my heart and my head on that one. Right then, next up we have is another tag team match. Yes, we have Roman Reigns and Jey Uso going up against Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman. Yeah, this should be a fun tag team match. I've heard some fans saying what a waste of Roman Reigns on the SummerSlam card, but it's a fun tag team match with Jey Uso. Some fans have said that we'd rather just had Roman versus Braun, but I think they want to protect Braun from a defeat just yet. So that's probably why we're having this tag team match. So Bronson Reed can take the pin. But yeah, Callum, I'll let you start. Which team is winning? Well, I'll kind of just give my prediction away.
um, hmm. Well, obviously Roman hasn't been around. He hasn't had a match. When was the last time Roman had a match?
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I also feel like, well, I mean, Seth Rollins obviously isn't around right now, or maybe he is. Um, but so maybe, but of course, this is a fairly new faction. I'm not really sure we've seen Braun and Bronson have a tag team match and win, keeping them strong when Seth is away. Getting a win over Jay and Roman would be a massive thing for that, for that duo to put them over. But I feel like the safer option is to go for Roman and Jay, so that is what I will do.
Um, yes, I agree. I'm going with Roman and Jay to get the win here, and Bronson Reed's definitely taking the pin. Obviously they're very high on Bron Breakker as like a future main eventer, future big star in the company, so he's not taking the pin here. Jay's coming off the back of losing the world title to Gunther. Roman lost at WrestleMania in that triple threat, so I think they're going to give Roman a win here. I can't see Roman losing back-to-back PLEs, especially at SummerSlam and WrestleMania. So yeah, Roman gets the win here with obviously teaming up with Jay again. But I don't think it'll be the end of the feud. Maybe there'll be some sort of rematch. Maybe it'll be Roman and Braun like Clash in Paris. Maybe we'll see. Okay then. Then finishing off night one, which I think probably will be the main event for night one, yes, we have a singles match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, we have Gunter defending his belt, going up against CM Punk. Whoa! So how did Punk get this match? Did he just come out and demand a match with Gunther? Did he not?
No, he won a gauntlet match,
Oh,
I think.
yes, he did. He did. My bad. Yes.
Because I think Bron Breakker won like the first three matches or something of the of first 3 or 4 matches of the Gauntlet match, and then CM Punk came out last and beat him.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Thank you, dear boy. Yes, I'm looking forward to this. I think we've been teasing Gunther and CM Punk for a little while. Um, I'm sure it'll be a really fun match. Gunther's coming off the back of just retiring Goldberg at Saturday Night Main Event. CM Punk, of course, coming off the back of that Night of Champions defeat to John Cena. Um, who's winning here? Um, I think CM Punk's winning. I think sucks because Callum, as you all know, Gunther's one of my favourites, and I hate to see his second world title reign end just after 2 months, and he's only had one defense against Goldberg. But I just can't see CM Punk losing here. He lost to John Cena, like I said, at Night of Champions. So I can't see him losing back-to-back title matches. So I think CM Punk's winning. Or like we said, like Callum, we can get to this, a Seth Rollins cash in because I've heard people saying he's not as injured as he's made out to be. Apparently, it's been a bit of work, so people think he's off. And then out of nowhere, he's going to come rushing in with the briefcase and cost CM Punk. I don't know whether he'll cash in, if he does cash in, before makes it a triple threat, so Punk doesn't even get to lift the title, or does he cash in when Punk's lifting the belts? I don't know, but I'm sure it'll be a great match between Punk and Gunther. Like I said, there'll be lots of close falls, but at the end, he'll hit that GTS and get a win, and win his first world title back. But then we'll see. I think Seth Rollins is cashing in. I think it's going to happen. Callum?
Yeah, I mean, Punk has been back. I mean, obviously, besides his injury that he sustained from Drew, technically he's been back around for what 2 years now or something, or
Year
give
and a
or
half, give
a
or
year and a
take.
half. And obviously I think he's had 1 or 2 title matches here and there, and obviously including the one with Cena, obviously at Clash of Champions, Night of Champions. But yeah, like you say, I just don't think I see him losing 2 title matches in a row. It's a shame for Gunther because, as you say, his second title reign. The only reason he had that second title reign was so that they could have that match with Gunther that we've obviously been sorry,
Goldberg.
that match with Goldberg that we've been talking about for so long. And he's just gonna then lose it to CM Punk. But yeah, if the Seth Rollins injury was a work and he comes out and cashes in, then that'll be like the 2 best Money in the Bank cash-ins ever could be both by Seth Rollins. So that would certainly be something. But yeah, CM Punk finally gets a world title back in the WWE.
Okay, both going with CM Punk and with a possible Seth Rollins cash in. Right then, so that concludes night one, I believe. Yes, let's start then with night two. So we'll start off then with we don't know if this is night two yet. This card hasn't been announced on which night it's going to be on, but I assume it's night two because night two is a one match shorter. So anyway, we have a WWE Tag Team Title 6-pack TLC match. Good God.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yes, for the WWE Tag Team titles. So we have the Wyatt Six defending the Tag Team Championships, going up against dangling high above the ring. The titles, not the Wyatt Six. Oh dear. So we have the Street Profits, the Motor City Machine Guns, DIY, Fraxium, and Andrade and Ray Phoenix. Oh, I think we can agree now. This is going to be a banger. TLC tag team matches. Oh my God, this with 6 teams, it's going to be crazy. I think this is going to be one of the best tag team matches we've seen in a while. I hope this gets given a good 15 minutes at the very least. Um, and who's gonna win here? This is quite tricky. Callum, you could start. Who's winning?
Well, the tag team titles get jumped around people all the time, so it's not like I can even be confident the White Six have only had the titles will only have had the titles for about 3 weeks, and therefore they'll retain. But I mean, obviously paying homage to TLC 2001, I think it was, and you had Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys, and the Dudley Boys. I'm fairly certain in there. I think that was way back then.
WrestleMania
They had
32.
one at SummerSlam too. They had like a trio of TLC matches. It's going to be 12 people in this match, and they're all going to be tables, ladders, chairs in. It is going to be crazy. It might be too many people. Um, I think a safe option considering they haven't exactly had them for long. And I can't really see who else they'd give it to. I mean, I'd like to see someone like Fraxium, obviously. I'm not sure how long they've even been in the main roster now, but I'd like to see someone like that, winning them. But I feel like it's a safe bet for now to just say the Wyatt Six could retain and have a little bit longer with the titles, considering they would only have held them about 3 weeks by the time SummerSlam happens.
Okay, you're going with the Wyatt Six to retain. It is tricky because I can see maybe DIY winning it back. I mean, you could make a case for any of the six teams winning. But I'm going to go with you two, Callum. I'm going to say the Wyatt Six retain because they sorely need something. I know they've given two of them World Tag Team Championships, but they've been so irrelevant for ages now. I know. Wasn't Bo Dallas injured for quite a while, so that's why they just didn't appear for a long stretch of time. But yeah, at least they've got Tag Team Championships now. Who is it? Is it who are the
It's Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy, I think.
Joe Gacy? Yes, those two. Okay, and yeah, of course the other members of the Wyatt Six might come in and help them retain towards the end. So yeah, okay, both going. This should be a fantastic match. Lots of high flying table ladders and chairs action. But at the end, the Wyatt Six to retain. Okay. Then next up we have is a steel cage match. Ooh, for the WWE United States Championship. Yes, we have Solo Sikoa defending his belt, going up against Jacob Fatu. Woohoo! So of course, Solo won the belt from Jacob Fatu at Night of Champions with the help of his new bloodline. We got like several. He's got like several new members now. It's a brand new bloodline pretty much. Poor Jacob Fatu is very much outnumbered here. I'll start with this one. I think Solo's definitely retaining. He only won the belt at Night of Champions. I think it'd be crazy for him to just have a 1 month reign and didn't give it back to Jacob Fatu. He needs to look strong as the head of this new version of the bloodline. And of course, Jacob Fatu will probably have it won several times, but with the steel cage match, the other members of the bloodline will probably be like whacking Jacob Fatu at the top of the steel cage and stopping him from leaving. So it all points to a Solo retaining here, but it might not be the end of the feud. Maybe there'll be another match where Jacob Fatu maybe then wins it back in Paris. But yeah, I'm going with a Solo Sikoa to retain here. Callum.
Yeah, wouldn't it be crazy if they only gave someone a month-long title reign with the US title? Um, um,
LA Knight.
yeah, I don't know. It's weird because obviously Jacob Fatu hadn't really held it for that long, and he hadn't really had that many defenses with it, and it was kind of a surprise when Solo. Well, at least it was for me. I think he predicted Solo to win actually. Um, but yeah, he obviously has the numbers advantage unless Jacob Fatu can bring somebody in to help him. Yeah, I think it's all leading towards war games again.
Oh no.
But yeah, I don't know because I mean I think since Solo's won the title, I think he's lost all of the matches he's had on SmackDown. So it's not exactly been a great showing for him so far. Inside the steel cage, it's difficult because I would like to see Jacob Fatu win it back to get his own back over him, but yes, Solo. I haven't really gone for many heels, so Solo Sikoa can retain.
Okay, both going with Solo to retain. Fair enough. Uh, right, what's next? Okay, we have a no disqualification, no count out last chance match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship between Becky Lynch defending her belt and Lyra Valkyria. So if Becky Lynch wins, Lyra can no longer challenge for the title as long as Becky Lynch is champion. Cool. Um, so I'm sure this is going to be a great match. I've really enjoyed this sort of. I guess it's been a quadrilogy. If you with Becky and Lara, they had a match at Backlash. Uh, they had a match at Money in the Bank. Then there was a triple threat at Evolution with Bailey, and now it's back to a singles match with just the two of them. So I've really enjoyed the sort of quadruple feud. I guess if you include Bailey from Evolution. And this probably has to be the end of the feud now. I think it's been a really good feud. Definitely elevated Lyra. I think that's probably been the whole point of the feud to elevate Lyra as a women's wrestler. Um, who started the last one? It was me. So I guess you can start this one. Is Becky retaining or is Lyra winning the belt back?
I think Lyra is winning the belt back. I feel like, at the end of the day, Becky Lynch at this point, she's had the IC title for a couple of months now. She's obviously, well, since June,
Money
so
in
I
the Bank
guess a
match.
month and a half maybe by the time. Oh, well, yeah, a month and a half by the time we get here. And she's obviously had those that big defense at Evolution in the triple threat, and it's been obviously a good feud. I feel like they've obviously this has elevated the IC title a lot more than what the women's US title is sitting at right now. Anyway, that's for sure. Um, and obviously, yeah, I think Becky Lynch is Becky Lynch. Does she need a title to be Becky Lynch? No. Does she? Is she going to be as popular without it? Yes. So yeah, I think Lyra should just win it back, win the feud overall. New, young up and coming star, push her, give her the title back, and then she moves on.
Yeah, I'm in full agreement. Lyra is going to win the belt back here. Like you just said, this the whole reason that this feud's happened is to elevate the women's IC championship and to elevate Lyra as a top contender, and Becky as a veteran. She pretty much is a veteran now. Becky can do that, and obviously, like I said, with Bailey as well at Evolution. Do feel bad Bailey's just been dropped. I feel like we could have got another triple threat, but whatever. Sorry, Bailey, she's not even on the card. She's okay. Yeah, both agreeing it should be a great match as all four matches, well, as the previous three matches in this trilogy have been. So I'm sure we're going to end it under another great match, and Lyra Valkyrie wins the belt back. Yeah, cool. Right then, let's go have a look. Next up, we have is a singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Yes, we have Dominic Mysterio defending his belt, going up against AJ Styles, and I've really enjoyed this feud. It's been
It's
so
been really funny, hasn't
Dominic's
it?
pretending to be injured and ill, and AJ's like dressing up as like a professor and like
A janitor. Oh,
chasing him
it's so
around
funny.
backstage. It's been so funny. And this one's quite tricky because isn't AJ returning to TNA soon, or has it already happened?
I think it was. I'm not sure when Slammiversary is for TNA, but he has. I think he was. I think he did like a promo or there was a video package or something for him the other week. I don't know exactly what, but yeah, I know that he's advertised for something.
Yeah, so I'm like, if he wins the IC championship here, would he? Why would he go to TNA? Well, he can go on TNA with the IC
I
championship.
think it's only a one-off thing anyway for its
Uh,
like for its WrestleMania basically. So
okay. I'm going with AJ Styles to win the belt here. I think he just needs something. AJ Styles. I think he's been stuck for quite a while now. I think the loss to Logan Paul at WrestleMania wasn't great. And I love AJ Styles, and I know I think he's going to be retiring within the next year or two. So I think he definitely does deserve a little IC title run. Dominic's had a semi decent reign. He's had it since WrestleMania. He's had one or two defenses here and there, hasn't he? So, but yeah, I just think give it to AJ Styles. He needs it. I think he deserves it, and maybe potentially setting up AJ Styles and John Cena in a month or two. Just so we'll get to that for the main event. But yes, dear boy, going with AJ Styles. You?
it's tough because I think Dominic's injury was actually real, and it means that he hasn't actually been able to have any defense. I think has he had what? Oh no, because he's had a defense
He
against
had a defensive backlash.
yeah against that AAA wrestler that I can't remember the name of. No, yeah, he did have that, didn't he? But then I don't know if he's had another one since then, or even before that. So I mean, it's obviously he when he won the title, there was obviously a lot of like celebration for him in his heel character. I don't really think he's had enough time with the title, um, in that kind of way. But Liv Morgan isn't around to help him anymore.
It was Penta at Backlash.
Oh, he did have a match with Penta, and then he
Penta.
had that one at Money in the Bank, didn't he? Against because it was like Triple A's Worlds Collide was before it, and it was like what's his name? Oh, I don't know. Anyway,
Oh yeah, he had like that 5 minute match, didn't he?
yeah. um, but I've gone for Raquel and Roxanne to lose the tag titles too. So I'm just betting on the Judgment Day to lose all their belts here, pretty much. Besides Finn and JD, who don't have a match on the card. Um, Oh, why not? Go on. I'll go AJ Styles because I do want to see AJ and Cena for the IC title down the line in a Cena and AJ one last time kind of match. So yeah, AJ Styles game winning.
Okie dokie, both going with AJ. What's left? Okay. We have a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship. Yes, we have Naomi defending her belt, going up against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Ooh. So of course, Io and Rhea had an absolute match of the year contender at Evolution. And then towards the end, Naomi cashes in, wins the belt in a massive shock angle. I don't think anyone had that coming, and anyone thought that was coming because I think everyone had, like you said, dear boy, she was going to be cashing in on Jade and Tiffany, but no, she cashed in on Rhea and Io, and here we are, the triple threat, a made up for Naomi, of course. It's been quite a long time since her last world title reign, and she's been absolutely killing it as this heel character. With Money in the Bank and now a world title. Um, who started the last one, Dave? Was it me or you? I think it was.
It was you.
It was me. Okay, yeah. So, should be a great triple threat match. I have no doubt. But who's walking out as women's champion? Go on, Callum.
Naomi. I don't think. I mean, at the end of the day, Io's obviously only just come off the back of having a decent reign since January with the belt. Rhea just needs to, they need to tone it down a little bit with her getting all of these title matches and stuff like this. And Naomi obviously has only just won the title, so she can't lose it in her first defense. So Naomi to retain.
Okay, I too am going with Naomi to retain. Like everything you just said, she's only just won the belt at Evolution. What, 3 weeks ago? Less than that. Yeah, that's coming up doing this video. So I just yeah. But I am a little worried. Maybe they just see Naomi as a placeholder champion. I don't wouldn't put it past them as a placeholder, good pop champion. But then they just give it back to Rhea and Io here. No, that'll be doing Naomi so dirty. But I can see them doing it. No, I think Naomi retains. But I'm a little worried they may just give it. They may just have Rhea win, and Naomi only had like a 3 week title reign. Oh no, we'll see. But yeah, going with Naomi to retain in what should be a very fun triple threat match, definitely. Okay, then, is that everything? Until the main event, of course. Let's have a quick look over the card. I think we've done everything. Yes. Okay, then, so let's go on to the main event. Woohoo! We have a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship. Yes, we have John Cena defending his belt, going up against Cody Rhodes. Oh! We knew this match was coming ever since John Cena beat Cody at WrestleMania for the title. We knew Cody was going to get his big rematch, and a lot of us predicted, yeah, it's probably going to be SummerSlam, and here we are. Of course, with Cody got this rematch of John Cena after he won King of the Ring, beating Randy Orton. So yeah, and, John Cena's had a pretty decent heel title reign, I'd say. He's had two very, very good matches with Randy and Punk. And so but here we are to come full circle. I know Cody did pin John Cena, didn't he, at Money in the Bank in that tag team match, but obviously the title wasn't on the line. But here we are with a street fight, and this is very hard to predict because I think there's so many things that could happen in this match. Oh my goodness, so many things. I mean, I'm just going to list it off to you, and we have The Rock's potential return, hopefully. We have Randy Orton might cost Cody the match because he was like doing this, wasn't he? When Cody cut his victory promo in Saudi. We have a potential Cody heel turn, which has heavily been teased. John Cena turning back into a face, double turn. There's so many things that could happen in this match. Oh God. Um, Callum, I'll let you start. Is John Cena's title reign continuing, or is Cody winning the belt back and avenging WrestleMania? Go on.
Well, Cena has, well, by the 1st of August, 2nd of August, when this match is going to be, he's going to have, what, 4 months? 4.5 months going to mid to the end of December his retirement tour left. And I feel like he's been heel now since Elimination Chamber, so he's been heel for 6 months now. He probably needs to, potentially have the remaining couple of months as a face. But then you could have, like you say, you could have The Rock come out, and because Cena's been teasing this face turn for the last couple of pay-per-views now, you might have The Rock come out and just remind him, as like, you don't forget you sold your soul to me, boy, and stuff like this. And then maybe, maybe they together screw over Cody, or maybe The Rock comes out and Cena, helps Cody against The Rock in the full kind of face turn. And then you get Cody Rhodes, like, giving him the low blow or giving something to Cena. Oh, it is difficult. It is hard to call. But I feel like if we're predicting that, we want John Cena to maybe go to AJ Styles, maybe win the IC title because he's never done that in his career before he retires, then he needs to drop the world title. He needs to drop the WWE title. So, but I'm going to have to go Cody Rhodes.
Okay. Um, you go with Cody Rhodes to win the belt back here. Oh, it is so tricky. Because you can make a case for either of them. I personally, I want John Cena's title reign to continue. I think he's still got at least another defense in him. Maybe he drops it at Clash in Paris. Cody Rhodes is taking time off after SummerSlam apparently to go and shoot Street Fighter. So why would he win and then take time off? So that partly has me thinking he's not going to win. And then maybe Randy cost him the match because Randy, when Cody was cutting that promo, going, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat John Cena." It cut to Randy, and Randy was like, "So what?" I feel like that was teasing something. But he was like you said, and we were all predicted as Cody turning heel here. He was wearing the watch that The Rock gave him. I think on. So what's that about? On like one of the previous episodes of SmackDown. Oh.
And you
Oh,
have to think as well, like where does Cody go after if he loses this match? I mean,
a feud with Randy if Randy cost him the match.
oh yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah, I guess so.
Oh,
Um, hmm.
God. Oh, I'm so stuck because oh God. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna regret this. I'm going with John Cena to retain. Oh no, I'm going with some gambles here. It's gonna cost me in the prediction league because I'm second at the minute, but this is gonna cost me. I know it. Oh, damn it. Okay, I'm going with John Cena to retain. Like, I just think he's got a bit more left as a champion. And like I've said, I think there's a few things pointing to that Cody's not winning here, but oh damn it, we'll just watch Cody turn heel and win. Oh fine, I'm going. Okay. So yes, that concludes SummerSlam. I'm sure it's going to be a really fun 2 nights of wrestling, especially for us here in the UK. We're going to be, oh God, WrestleMania weekend's bad enough. So yes, that concludes SummerSlam. Thank you, dear boy. It's been a pleasure as always.
Yeah, always a pleasure to be here.
Yes, the three of us, hopefully Sam will be back for Clash in Paris, which is the next PLE. I think several weeks after SummerSlam. So we're back with Callum and Sab, probably mid to late August, with our Clash in Paris prediction video. So yes, hope you all enjoy SummerSlam next weekend, guys, and we'll be back very soon. Bye. Thanks, Callum.
Thank you. See you later.